What is avascular necrosis? Hi, I'm Dr. Guy DiMartino. I am an injury and medical malpractice lawyer. Today I'd like to explain how avascular necrosis can play into an injury and accident case. First, the definition, avascular necrosis. Necrosis means death of tissue. So when you say necrosis or necrotic, you mean that the tissue has died. Avascular means that the blood supply has been cut off, that there is no more blood supply. So avascular necrosis is a condition where bone dies because the blood supply has been cut off. It is also known as osteo, which means bone, and necrosis. In injury cases, I've seen it a number of times with the scaphoid bone or a fracture of the scaphoid bone, which is a bone in the wrist at the base of the thumb. That bone does not get a very good blood supply. And a lot of times where that bone fractures is where the blood supply comes into the bone, and the fracture will disrupt the blood supply and the bone will die and cause a lot of significant problems for the patient or client. I've also seen it a number of times in the hip. Again, there has been a trauma to the hip and the blood supply gets damaged right at the femoral neck, the femur neck, the neck of the long bone that goes up right where the ball will come into the socket. And then you'll get avascular necrosis of the femoral head, and that'll cause a flattening of the head. And these folks will have a lot of problems and ended up having to have hip replacement. We also see avascular necrosis a lot of times for folks who have been on long-standing steroid use. The term osteonecrosis has really come into vogue lately because there's a lot of folks who are experiencing osteonecrosis of the jaw after they're taking those drugs which are supposed to help with osteoporosis. The Boniva and the Fosamax and things along those lines. If you have any questions about avascular necrosis or your injury and accident case, you can always give me a call, shoot me an email, or visit my website and blog. Thank you and have a great day.